we're getting Adan ready for his trip with us in the fall or next year. So we're going to do a quick reveal and review of this hammock that I bought off Amazon. So we haven't opened it yet. We thought we would just record as we open and show you what it looks like for the first time with us. Got a little manual or a guide, a little bag with what feels like probably the tree straps here. Well, Adan has the tree straps there, so these are the guy lines and the ground stake and some bungee cord. There are the 2 tree straps there. And Adan has, it's either going to be the rain fly or the hammock. I believe that's the tarp, the rain fly. So it comes with a tarp and everything in this. So stick it up here. We'll kind of look at that real quick. It'll be hard to fold this all out. We'll add the setup to this into this video to kind of show what that's all looks like together. I'm not sure of the brand. I'm not sure how you say that, but I'll post a link to the product that we bought. And Adan has in a stuff sack there the actual hammock. So this hammock actually has a bug net, installed bug net on it that opens and closes with a zipper. So if you didn't want to use the bug net, then you could just basically lay directly on top of the bug net, or you could flip it upside down and lay if you didn't need that. As far as a hold that up here, I don't remember on the description if this one had a structural ridge line or not. Let me see if I can open it and look. Doesn't look like it does. Yeah, so this one does not have the structural ridge line, which that just helps you mount and hang the hammock more consistently, and it gives you a place to hang some of your gear and stuff inside. We may add a ridge line to that. So that's easy enough to do. Got a carabiner on each end. And overall looks pretty good so far. We'll go set it up and see how it does from there. Now the description said that this whole thing weighed 1.4 pounds. However, I think I weighed the box with everything in it and it was right at 3 pounds. So the 1.4 pounds on the description, I assume, may have meant just the hammock itself, maybe the strap. So I'll break that weight down and look at that, but still might not be too bad as far as weight goes. But, well, let's get this thing set up and we'll show you what it looks like, see what it feels like when we lay in it. Alright, so Adan's found a couple trees here that he wants to try out. So Adan, step over to those trees and then let's step it off and see if they're going to be right for you. He's needing about somewhere between 17 and 25 steps for him. So he's going to step this off and see where it ends up at.
$17.
17. All right, so that'll work. So he's going to now go in the middle and estimate his center point. He's just going to kind of look back and forth until he gets in the middle of the trees. And he's going to mark him a good center point here. And his hammock, on his pace, we know is 12.5 steps. So he's going to do 6.25 steps, 6 steps and then a couple inches. And then he's going to mark a good line for his end point for his hammock. So he's done that side. And now he's going to do stick steps and then plus a couple inches on this side. And he's going to scribe him a good mark over there, something he can see on the ground. Alright, now he's ready for his straps. So, well, he can grab his strap, but he's going to show you how he finds his reference point on the tree. So he's got his shoulder right above that mark. He's found 0 degrees and then 45 degrees. And he's going to come back down to about 30 degrees. So he's got him a reference point on the tree, and that's where he wants to put his strap. So he's going to grab his strap. We're using mule tape. It's real soft, real light. Mostly it's lightweight, real packable. And he's going to adjust it until he gets it to the reference point that he identified earlier. And then he's going to slide this knot over to this side of the tree so that it doesn't back bend that rope. So right here you got a kind of a U-turn in this knot here, so we're just going to slide it around to this side of the tree. There we go. So that comes off real smooth like right there, and that won't put a bind on that rope. So that's what we're looking for there. Now he's gonna hang his other strap over here, so he's basically finding that same reference point to get his 30-degree angle. Okay, so he's got his straps. Now he's ready to hook on his hammock. Okay, with his hammock, he's going to stand back on his reference mark to where his shoulder is directly above that, and he's going to pull that strap until it's right on the tip of his shoulder, and he's going to mark that with his hand, and he's going to tie a marlin spike hitch right there at that point. So he's got a loop, he's grabbing a bite from the tree side, and then now he's going to hook his hammock onto that bite right there. There you go. And it didn't slip, so we know we're on the right side of that. He's going to walk his hammock out. Alright, he's going to do the same thing on the other side. He's going to stand with his shoulder directly above his reference mark. He's going to mark it at the tip of his shoulder. At that point, he's going to roll his loop, grab a bite from the tree side, and now he's got his slip loop. He's going to hook his carabiner on there, and that creates the marlin spike hitch. Okay, so now he's ready to test fit this. Okay, so now that he's got it hung up on the tree, we're going to sit down and do a kind of a test fit. So we're looking for a couple of different things. His height. How does your height feel, Adan? So he's got his feet comfortably on the ground, so the height off the ground feels comfortable. The next thing we're going to do is check the tension of our ridge line, and this is a ridge line that we've added to this. So it's the orange line there. So Adan, show him your ridge line. That looks pretty loose, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want that ridge line to be fairly tight, not just really tight, but we want it to be pretty snug about like that while you're setting in it. So that's okay. All we need to do is make a slight adjustment on one of our marlin spike hitches. So what we're going to do is we're going to look and see which one's the lowest. It looks like this end over here is slightly lower, so we're just going to raise that marlin spike hitch up the line just a little ways closer to the tree. Alright, so we made a little bit of adjustment on the end, and we're going to recheck this ridge line. Adan, now that you're setting in it, how does that ridge line feel? Kind of give it a, put your hands on it and give it a kind of a twist. Alright, kind of check it there, Adan. So he's kind of giving a twist. It's got just a little bit of give, so it's about right. So I think that's pretty good. Adan, see if you can lay down and get you a diagonal lay in there and see if you can get comfortable where you can lay flat. So he's going to put his feet over at one end, his head at the opposite, and looks like he's laying pretty good. So overall, I think the hammock was probably worth what we spent on it. So, and it came with a tarp, so that's a good thing. We can try that out. Alright, there's his whole setup. He's got his hammock, And he has his tarp. Got it in the diamond configuration. How's it feel, Adan?
Good.
Is it thumbs up or thumbs down? Alright, looks like a thumbs up. Okay, we're ready to try this on an overnighter. We'll let you know how that turns out.